it, let her know. Can't go 50-50 with no.
Y'all, I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry. I was having like technical difficulties, but I'm here. I'm here. Hey Kiki. Hey Sunshine. Hey you guys. I'm so sorry that I'm late. But I'm going to do readings tonight. As you guys already know, if you're new, my name is Cyn. I'm a tarot reader. I've been doing it for 5 years now. So if you do want a reading, go ahead and drop your questions. Anything that you want to know, drop your questions. Also, make sure that you tap the screen. Once I get to 2,000 likes, I'm going to start answering questions. So let me just sage my cards really quickly. And for those who've already sent me a Cash App, I have to do your readings. I will get to your readings. I promise. I promise. I promise. I'm just going to sage my cards really quickly so that we can get started. Once I get to 2,000 likes, I will start answering questions. Make sure that you are tapping the screen and dropping your questions down below. If you are new, please leave a blue heart next to your questions so I know that you're new here and this is your first time here. I'm going to start answering questions once I get to 2,000 likes. So make sure that you guys are tapping the screen. Also, if you are a subscriber, you don't have to wait for me to get to 2,000. All my subscribers get automatically pinned. So consider becoming a subscriber because you always get your question answered. You always get your question pinned. And I go live 4 to 5 times out of the week. So you guys will see my face regularly during the week. So make sure that you become a subscriber. Where's your nephew? He with his daddy. Y'all go ahead and drop your questions down below. Drop your questions down below. Yes or no questions. I'm not doing, general readings. It's just a yes or no question. Okay? I don't like this music. I don't like this music. If you are leaving a question about someone, please leave an initial. At least give me an initial. You don't have to give me their full name. Just give me an initial. Help a sister out. You know what I mean? Make sure you're tapping the screen. Once I get to 2,000, I will start answering questions. Also, for you to get a reading, you have to send in if you're on TikTok, because I'm streaming on YouTube as well. YouTube, you already know because y'all family. But if you are on TikTok, you're in a reading from me, all you have to do is send in the gift goal, which is right up here. Or what you have to do if you want to get a reading from me, you will see a blue clipboard right here. Go ahead and click that clipboard, and that is how you get your reading. Also, if you're not following, you will not get pinned. So don't even put your question down below without even following me, because my moderators will not pin you. So make sure that you guys tap and follow. Let me do Ashley. Did I say your name out loud? No, I did not. No, I didn't say your name. Hey, Cara. Music is very demure. Very classy bass music. I was going to play some reggae music today, but I'm not trying to get copyright on YouTube. I'm not trying to get copyrighted on YouTube. But I was like, you know what? The music is very demure, Okay, so Ashley, what I'm seeing is that there is someone from the past that's going to be coming back. I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I'm also getting someone that you may have been dealing with. There seems to be some sort of a falling out. There also is like a verbal or a silent war between the both of you, meaning that someone is not reaching out to you, someone is not talking to you, someone is not checking up on you. That's for you, Blue. That's for you. The reason I said Ashley, because I saw Ash. So I was like, oh, no. But I feel like there is someone that is going to be resurfacing, or someone that's going to be coming from your past. I also feel like there is someone who you may have had some sort of a back and forth with, or there may have been some sort of a petty energy between the both of you because the Five of Swords is here. And because the Five of Swords is here, I feel like there may have been a little bit of a conflict. You guys don't really see eye to eye, first of all. You guys don't really know how to communicate with each other. There just seems to be a little bit of like you guys being very petty towards each other and kind of trying to match energy because you guys are both mirroring each other. I do feel like this is someone that's going to be reaching out to you because the Page of Cups is here. Now, y'all see the Page of Cups? In tarot, we never want pages. We want knights and kings. A Page of Cup is someone who is emotionally immature. This is also someone who doesn't really go after whatever it is that they feel like they desire. They're they don't really go after the things that they desire because they're too shy, they're too timid, they're not bold enough, they're not man enough, they're not woman enough to do it. This is someone who kind of sulks, or this is someone that just kind of likes to watch life happen to them. They don't really like to go after what they want. They just kind of sit back and watch life happen to them. And I feel like this is someone who is getting ready to open up to you, but the way that they do it is out of immaturity. It might be also out of jealousy too, but they are opening up to you, or they could be possibly coming towards you because they could be possibly jealous. And the reason why they could be possibly jealous is because you may be possibly trying to move on with your life. You may have other people who may be possibly around you that may want to, get to know you, take you out, shower you, spoil you, treat you like a princess. And someone could be possibly seeing that, and someone is getting extremely jealous, and someone is possibly coming through because I feel like someone doesn't want you to get away. So that's the energy that I'm getting from this person. If you're new, please leave a blue heart right after your question. Mariah. Hey, Mariah. Hey, Mariah. How you been, Mariah? Hopefully you're not out here being a menace. You're not out here being a whole menace. Let me do Christy. Pull out the worn out cards. Listen here, my cards are worn out because I'm booked and busy. I got clients on clients on clients. That's why my cards look worn out and then they look tore up, because I'm booked and busy. Now, if that bothers you that I'm booked and busy, that's a you problem. That is a you problem, sis. That just means that, I got clients. They booking me, sis. What I'm seeing for you, Christy, is that there is a fire sign coming towards you. Aries, Leo, Sag. This is also someone who is, thank you, Citrus Lou. Oh, thank you. Dang, King Sugar, gonna make me blush. I'm just kidding. I feel like this person who is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, there may have been some sort of a falling out between you and this person. Like, there may have been, like, you guys don't really see, eye to eye or on the same page. There may have been some sort of a verbal exchange between the both of you. And I also feel like this could also be someone who is at a distance. Now, I do feel like this is someone that's going to be coming in. Be careful, because every time I see the Knight of Wands card, this is fuckboy energy. This is very fuckboy energy. This is someone who's not serious. This can also be someone who could be possibly using you for sexual gratification. Or this could be someone who could be possibly, thank you, Sabrina, they could be coming in to just use you. They use your body, but they're not really wanting to be with you. They come in for a really good time, but they don't come in for a long time. They don't really stay. So I feel like this is someone that could be possibly coming towards you, and I do feel like they want to work things out. This is also someone that wants to work on being in alliance with you, or wanting to kind of be harmonious with you. They do want to work things out. This is also someone who could be possibly trying to get their emotions back balanced, or this could possibly be you trying to get your emotions back balanced, trying to figure out exactly whatever it is that you feel like you desire, especially when it comes to your love life or men. I feel like you're still trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want or need. Actually, it's what you need, because a need is long term or want is short term. So maybe you're possibly looking at what you want, but you're not looking at what you need, because a need is long term. Thank you, Jasmine. So you're needing to think long term, especially if you're wanting a relationship. You're having to think long term. Like, what is it about a man or a woman that you need in order to have a harmonious or balanced relationship? And maybe it's comfortable silence. Comfortable silence for me is a love language. Maybe you need someone that is going to be your biggest cheerleader. Maybe you need someone that is going to love you unconditionally, spoil you, but that lack stability or security. And I feel like sometimes you get really discouraged, and that is why the relationships that you keep running into don't really last long. They're like very quick popcorn type of relationships. You know how when you pop popcorn, it literally takes like a minute. I feel like that is what I'm getting. Like, that's the I can speak. That's what I'm visualizing in my mind. Short-term relationships when nothing sticks. You know what I mean? Like spaghetti, you know, I throw spaghetti at the wall to see if it's cooked properly. I feel like nothing sticks. Hey, Steph. Oh, thank you, Cara. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully that helped you, Christy. If you're a subscriber, please come to the front of the class because you automatically get pinned. Oh, Fatima. Hey, boo. What is your question? No, Steph, they're not. I'm only doing paid readings today. If you guys don't want to partake, I'm on here literally tomorrow and the following days. So if you want to come back and get a reading from me then when I'm giving out free readings, that's perfectly fine. Other than that, I will be doing only cash apps or live gift goals for tonight. But tomorrow I will be back to do free readings, and Wednesday, Thursday, possibly Friday I'll be here. Make sure that you follow me so you get the notification when I go live. But Monday nights I only do live gift goals or cash apps. And YouTube, you already know, because y'all already on the program. Y'all already know how I am. I come on every live every Monday, so y'all already know. I'm interested in being in a romantic relationship. Let's see. Okay, you might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm getting, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I do feel like this is someone that wants to move forward with you. I feel like you may be possibly trying to kind of stop the relationship or the connection from moving too quickly for you. Will I be on here tomorrow? Absolutely, Citrus Lou. Everybody left because they're like, I'm not paying for a reading. Well, that's fine. You can come back tomorrow. But Mondays is like only for people who are subscribers and people who send in gift goals. But Fatima, I see that there is something about this is a connection that you may be possibly trying to create a lot of boundaries, and you're maybe possibly trying to stop. You don't like that? That's fine. Like, it is what it is. I feel they see how they be trying to use me. Anyways. I feel like this is someone that you may be possibly trying to pump the brakes with. You may be possibly trying to stop the connection, but it's gonna go very quickly. I'm getting the Knight of Wands cards, but for me, the Knight of Wands always symbolizes a fuckboy, or someone who's not serious enough. But in this particular deck and the way that the cards are coming out for you, this is not the energy that I'm getting with this person. This is someone who knows what they want and they go after it. I'm so territorial. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Steph. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like this is also someone that wants to move very quickly. I still see you trying to kind of slow things down and trying to kind of, pump the brakes a little bit, but this person is going to want to move very quickly with you. And I also feel like you're having to be careful because you don't want to repeat the same mistakes over and over again with this particular person, because there just seems to be a tendency of things that you do, not necessarily this person, but there's just something that you of your romantic relationships. So you're having to be very careful about that. Very careful. They must be new. Some of them are. At least they're not even tapping the screen, sis. You're welcome, Fatima. I love the way that your name is pronounced. I think it's so like intriguing and salacious in the most nicest way, Fatima. Because it's usually Fatima, but it's Fatima, and I love that. I think it's beautiful. Kudos to your mom. That's a very interesting, unique name. You know what I mean? You're welcome. Wait, why is Danielle sorry? Everybody gets it wrong. No, I got it wrong. But I mean, right, the first time. Fatima. I love that name. I think it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful name. Child, I might name my child. Just kidding. Maybe. But I love that. Fatima. Such a pretty name. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it. Letty. Hey, boo. Thank you, Letty. Hey, boo. How you been? I'm so done. Mitty, you can pin the subscribers. The subscribers. Shani, what's your question? I got your Cash App. What's your question? D, thank you. What's your question, D? Gallery. Will I go out on dates in September? I mean, that's up to you. That's entirely up to you. That's a decision that you need to make. I think you should ask a better question. And that, I'm being honest, because that's a choice. You know what I mean? That's a choice whether or not you decide to go on dates. Hold on. Okay, I know we done, but why is Sunny's birthday tomorrow? Girl, let me do. You want to know if you're gonna get axed? Oh, you're on apps? No one is asking. Aw, Minnie, don't get discouraged. That's how I met mine, on an app. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. There's good men on the apps. You know, you're out here. Let's see. Not in September. Not in September. Don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. Do not. Do Tia have good intentions toward me? Alrighty, I'm gonna answer your questions. They are scared, but you need to use discernment. Have spiritual discernment. You have to don't be afraid of the apps. I met mine on an app. Don't get discouraged. I wasn't discouraged. I was actually playing on that app. Like, I wasn't serious. I was like, let me give this app a good month. If I meet somebody, cool. If I don't, that's it. But don't get discouraged. I promise. Let's see, have good intentions for D. Midi, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to. D, you're gonna stop talking to this person. They don't have good intentions for you. You literally survived a civil war. D, they don't have good intentions for you, sis. They don't. You're gonna stop talking to this person. I was celibate for 2 years. Many, I'm Haitian Dominican. I understand. I understand. But you have to be patient. Like, I tell people all the time, like, love is something that you cannot rush, and love is not something that you want to experience with just anybody. Like, when someone comes into your life that you literally want to consider spending the rest of your life with, that's not something that you want to rush at all. That's not something that you want to rush. That's not something that you want to rush. I've never been held for 45 minutes. Mitty, I'm telling you, your person is coming. You have to be patient. Like, you don't want, love is the last thing you want to rush. You don't want to rush into relationships and be with the wrong person and wake up one day and realize that you wasted the majority of your life on the wrong person. You need to be very particular. You need to have boundaries. You need to know exactly what you need in a relationship. You need to know exactly who you are in a relationship. Sometimes you have to be single to get to know yourself so that you can be able to date other people. Because if you don't know yourself and you're dating people, you're going to be a pushover. Your people are going to walk all over you. If you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile from you. So you really have to really work on yourself before going into a relationship, or either like you really have to know who you are before you settle down with anybody, because people don't understand that, or people tend to lose themselves in relationships. Like, they get into relationships and then they lose themselves. They don't even know who they are. That's why you have to stay firm in who you are before going into any relationship. And I feel like people just like, they miss that. They just literally miss that. Like, oh my God, I got a man. I'm so happy I got a man. But you could be holding on to the wrong man. A lot of women hold on to the wrong men. Hey, Alicia. Not to Cheyenne, Brian. And when stop being shamed for wanting physical affection is some. You're not being shamed. You're not being shamed. Listen, I was shamed by my own siblings. Like, all of my siblings, like, oh, you never gonna, like, I thought, I literally, like, feel like my siblings thought that I was never gonna find a man. Like, I was never gonna be with anybody. And when I did, they were like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, you finally, like, cause I'm a very private person. And then when I date a man, I'm not gonna bring them to my family. Like, I'm a very private person. So when I finally got into a relationship, they were like, whoa, like, oh, we thought that you were gonna just die, single and just have cobwebs, and you were just gonna, because I was celibate for 2 years before I met my partner. And out of all of my siblings, I'm the one with the healthiest, lasting relationship. That's why I tell y'all, like, it don't matter how long it takes you to meet a really decent or amazing, and when I say flawless person, like, you need to be patient. Like, love is something that you do not want to rush. It's a very meticulous, like, it's a very, very sensitive type of experience, and you don't want to give yourself to anybody just for the sake of just having a man or having a woman. Like, you literally have to meet, because there's people out here that they'll sweet talk you, love bomb you, and in the beginning you're like, oh my God, this is the person, but they're literally wolves in sheep's clothing. Like, you need to be extremely careful and be very delicate in your process of choosing a partner, choosing a mate. You just want some companionship. Girl, you can have companionship with your friends. You can have companionship is not always romantic. They can be very platonic. You can have romantic, you can have companion, but they're not, romantic in nature. You know what I mean? And I say all of this with love, Minnie, but again, like, you really need to be very delicate with that process, because you can meet a man and he'll fuck up your whole entire life and not give two fucks and look at you like, well, I ain't asked you to be with me. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be very, very, very delicate in the process of choosing a mate. It's one of the biggest milestones that you'll ever experience in your life. The biggest milestone. Other than college, other than high school, other than, getting married, other than having children, like, choosing the right partner is like one of the most monumental milestones you will ever have in your life. That's what I'm saying. Living life with K. I'm saying. Minnie, I want all that energy that you're wanting, all of the energy that you're putting in wanting a man into yourself. I was you 4 years ago. I was literally you 4 years ago. Like, if you put all of that attention into all of that energy of you wanting a companion, of wanting a partner into yourself. But you're saying that you did that, but if you actually really did that, you wouldn't feel that way. Because if you actually did that, you would have so much self-love and you would have so much love for yourself that those words wouldn't even come out your mouth. I say that with love. Like you should be so like in love with yourself and like pouring into yourself to the fact like those words would not even come out of your mouth. I'm glad you're going to therapy. I did therapy too. Therapy is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I agree. She should have somebody. It should be the right person. Like, I just don't want Mitty to like run into the wrong person, and then they just like, you know, and for the sake of her, like, oh my God, I met somebody. Like, she's fully fully into the relationship, fully devoured the connection, fully invested in the connection, and like they pulled the rug under your feet because you're so focused on having a companion that you're missing so many red flags. You're missing that this person said something to you that was a red flag. Because you're so focused on having a companion that it literally, the red flags, you don't even see them anymore. The connections will become your idol. Dang, that's deep. That's deep. That's really deep. That's really deep. Yeah, people who haven't done the work have no problems getting dates, and that's because, and those people who haven't done the work in getting in relationships, they may look happy on Instagram, they may look happy on TikTok, but they're not happy in those relationships. They're holding on to people for the sake of having somebody with them. And I don't ever want you to be so like craving that so bad that you end up in a bad situation. It's pretty dangerous. It's so dangerous, Mitty, to be in that vulnerable state of wanting a companion so badly that you can miss out on so many red flags, and you can miss out on so many things that are not good for you. And you have to understand that it's not about just having a companion. Like, you have to be with someone that is also going to feed your spirit. Like, you can't be with somebody and they're in their life and just for the sake of having a man or a woman, and they're not even like adding or reciprocating your energy. Like, it's so much more than having a companion. It's so much more than having companions. Like, does this person nurture me spiritually? Does this person nurture me emotionally? Like, there's so many components that go into being in someone's life and being in love and having a relationship with someone that is outside of having just a companion. There's so much that goes into this. Yeah, you're right, Rihanna. You're right. There's so many components in a relationship. There's so much more than that. You know what I mean? That's why you have to be incredibly careful. Take it. Like, they will literally misuse you. Even though he changed and started beating me, I stayed also because he was providing. Oh my goodness, girl, I'm so glad that you got out of that, because I just don't want Mitty to experience that. You know, I don't want Mitty to experience an energy vampire. I don't want Mitty to experience an abusive person. I don't want Mitty to experience, you know, someone that's going to take, you know, advantage of her emotionally. I just don't want her to, I don't want her heart to be in the hands of the wrong person. And that's why I say, if you really pour so much self-love into yourself, if you really poured more time and energy into yourself, you would literally not, those words would never come out of your mouth, because those words were like, I am so in love with my life. I'm so in love with who I am as a person that I know that I'm going to attract that partner. Like, you have to literally speak life into your spirit. And I feel like that's what you have to wake up and do every single day, Mitty. Let me light the Palo Santo. Bane, I'm going to answer your question. Let me light the Palo Santo. I have been spit on, beat on, locked in the house, watched at my... Oh my God. Whew, let me do some Palo Santo for y'all. Oh my God. You seem down? No, I'm not down. We're just having a very heavy conversation, you know? I guess I'm nutty. That's so funny. Babe, let me see what your question. Brain, what's your question? Hey, Angela. This is good advice. Turning 32 this week and single, and now I understand self-love is important. It's so, and you know, Lordana and Mitty, I see myself so much in you guys because I was literally that girl 4 years ago, like literally broken. Like, I'm not gonna cry, but I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I was literally broken. Literally, someone like literally broke me. Like literally, I had like a whole like emotional breakdown over somebody, and it took me like in the middle of the restaurant having emotional breakdown. I went to the bathroom. I literally looked in the mirror. I'm just like, bitch, why the fuck are you crying? Do you see who you are? Like I literally was talking to myself in the mirror. I don't care who was in the bathroom. I don't care who was in the public stall. I literally was just like, do you know who you are? Do you know how amazing you are? Do you know how good of a woman you are? Do you know how good of a sister you are? How good of an auntie? You know, I was literally speaking life to myself in the mirror at a public bathroom. And the girls next to me was like, yes, girl, yeah. And like, I was like, I literally, why my tears are just like, you know what? That day I released that person from my spirit. I said, I'm gonna leave this bathroom today. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna stop dealing with him. I'm gonna stop talking to him. Like I'm literally leaving it here. And I walked out. That was me too, girl. I'm gonna cry with you. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm telling you, like, it's so easy to have a companion, but you have to have the right companion. You have to have the right ingredients in your companion. You know what I mean? Your companion has to have all the ingredients that tailor to your life. You know what I mean? And the person that I was crying over, and like that person didn't have the ingredients that tailored my life. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have those ingredients. You know, I realized now looking back, I was never happy with that person. I was never happy. I cried all the time. Like all the time. Yes, what I'm saying, Lordana. I cried all the time. I cried so much that I cried more than I smiled or laughed in the relationship. And I counted all the times that I cried on like my finger. I was counting the times I was like thinking of scenarios that we were in, situations. I was like, I cried then, I cried this, I cried that time. Oh my God, I remember in last month, I cried this. I counted how many times I cried in that situation. I was just like, damn, Sin, when was you ever fucking happy? Then I realized that I wasn't happy. Or the honey jar. Not the honey. You got 2 people approved today. Are they going to get installed? I know for sure. Wait, I know one for sure, but I don't know. Let's see if you're gonna get both. If they're both gonna approve today. Oh, you got them approved today. Sorry, babe. Let's see. You don't cry anymore, you just eat. That's not good either. That's not good either. You're literally like switching your addictive behavior to another addictive behavior. There's a word for it, I forgot what it's called, but like, it's like when someone has a really bad addictive personality, and you know, let's say their addiction is gambling, they'll gamble, and then when they get bored with that, they, you know, turn to alcohol. It's just like literally, like I'm saying, cross-contamination. There's a word for it, I forgot what it's called, but it's like you leave one addiction for another addiction. Let's see. Oh my God, I'm shuffling upside down. Okay, hold on. Hey, Tracy. Let's see. Let me see, Bane. Hopefully Mitty's still here. Mitty, you know, I say all those stuff out of love because I was you. I was literally you 4 years ago. And I just want you to be the best version and to have the best version in your life as a companion. Let's see. I'm seeing one gets approved, Bane. Yeah, I'm seeing one of them get approved. Bane, you are down. You're down. Like, you're look at this card. You're really going through it emotionally. Bane, boo. Like, don't beat yourself up. I'm seeing one of them go through. I think you like TikTok more than YouTube. No, I don't, because I'm watching y'all on YouTube. Y'all don't think I'm not listening or I'm not watching. I'm reading them. It's so funny. I'm watching them. I'm seeing them. I think I'm having technical difficulties on YouTube, but I'm watching them. Like, I see them. I told everybody, oh, thank you, Tracy. What's your question? I told, like, the chat was like maybe like 40 people in here, and then I was like, oh, I'm only doing paid readings today, and they all left, and it went down to like 15. I'm like, y'all don't fuck with me for real. Y'all don't fuck with me for real. Y'all don't fuck with me. Y'all be pretending. Y'all be pretending. Y'all be pretending y'all don't like me like that for real. Just sending the gift goal, Living Life with K, which is like up here. Tracy, what's your question? You need 7K this week? 7K? Because I need one. I like your energy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me see. It won't be this week, Tracy, but I do see money coming in. It won't be the amount that you need. And I'm just being honest. It won't be the amount that you need. But I do see money. You might get some sort of amount this month, but it won't be up to 7K. Hey, Talima. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Living Life with K. What's your question? Is my new love interest Tyler really serious about our connection? Let's see. That was fast. That was really fast. You might be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Rihanna, I'll say this. Someone is acting like a free spirit, so they're not really wanting to tie down to just anybody. This is someone that's keeping their options open, and I think that you should keep your options open too, because I just feel like someone is not serious just yet. It might be like fresh, or this is someone who is, still thinks that the relationship is still fresh or new, or they don't know just yet. They're just still trying to fill out the relationship or the connection. They're not serious. Not just yet. Someone's just like, they're thinking about it, but they're not serious. Living Life with K, you sent in a gift goal. What's your question? What's your question, Living Life with K? Excuse me, too much Palo Santo. You're welcome, Rihanna. Will my marriage last, and will I have another baby? Let's see. There's a lot of power struggles in your marriage. You might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. It doesn't necessarily have to be an Aries, Leo, Sag, but there's a lot of struggles in your relationship. There's a lot of power struggles in your relationship. I just feel like there just seems to be like either you guys really bump heads a lot, or you guys have there just seems to be a lot of tension and struggle in their marriage. Let me see. Um, Kay, I don't know if you're the one that keeps. I'll rephrase that. I don't know if you're the one that's thinking. They haven't done it. They're thinking about walking away, or someone feels like they're emotionally moving on, or emotionally they drift from time to time. Now, I don't know if that's you or if that's your significant partner, but sometimes they emotionally drift. Like, yeah, and I feel like that's, I mean, I don't want to claim that on anybody's marriage that, my partner emotionally drifts away from me, because, you may have been with this person for some time. And sometimes, it's not peaches and cream in a marriage. Sometimes you just like, you're not attracted to your partner. Sometimes you fall in and out of love in your marriage too. But I feel like sometimes someone emotionally drifts from time to time. I do feel like you guys will work things out. You guys will stay married, because the Ace of Cups is here. So there just seems to be some sort of a renewal in the relationship, or the marriage. Sorry, that's disrespectful. You're married. There's a renewal in your marriage. So there just seems to be both of you being very honest with each other, and I feel like you guys are going to be able to move things forward, and I feel like you guys are going to be able to open up and be emotional with each other, and you guys will be able to kind of move forward. Now, if there is going to be another baby for you, I don't see a baby yet. I see you trying for a child, several times trying for a child. But from the 3 cards, I don't got 3 cards, sis. From the 3 cards, I don't see a child yet. But this is not a full reading, so look. It's not a full reading. But as far as your other question, yes, you guys will work on the marriage. You guys will stay married. And you guys do need to be honest with each other. Like, emotionally honest with each other. You're welcome. Oh, I'm only doing gift goals. Is there a mod? No, there's no mod. There's no mod. I am only doing paid readings and subscribers. Taisha, what's your question? Oh, we do have a mod. Stephanie, I thought you left, girl. I thought Stephanie left. Steph's like, girl, you never think about me. That's not true. I be thinking you leaving the chat because you don't be because you don't be typing. What can you expect next in your career? Let's see. Let me shuffle really quickly. Shani, girl, I could have sworn that you sent me a cash app. Hold on. Oh, man. Let me see. Let me do her first. Taisha, you need to be careful how you express yourself. You come off too blunt or too spicy. I always say spicy. Oh, you just got here? So that's not you. I also feel like with you, Taisha, there's also something about like you maybe overworking yourself, because I feel like you're being burnt. You're feeling very burnt out. And there also seems to be a little bit of like you feeling very complacent in your career, meaning that things are just very mundane. It's very predictable. Or you could be possibly just bored in your career. Now, I am seeing that there is going to be more money that's going to be coming in for you, Taisha. This looks really good as far as your finances. I also feel like there just seems to be a sense of security that it's Monday, girl. A sense of security that's also going to be coming in financially for you as well. There could also be some sort of a pay raise or promotion coming up for you too. And I feel like this is going to make you happy. Now, there may be a lot of competitive energy around you, because I'm seeing that there's a lot of people that could be fighting or wanting your spot, or could be possibly around you that are very competitive or see you as competition. So just be careful that you're not making friends in the workplace and that you're keeping it extremely professional. But I do see that more money is going to be coming in for you. This looks good. Your pay look good, girl. Let me get $1. I'm just kidding. But your finances look really good. In the next year, I'm seeing a lot of financial stability for you. Girl, Taisha, you finna be popping next year. You finna be popping next year. You're welcome, Taisha. Do Bobby still want a relationship with me? Let's see. And then Kay, I saw your gift goal. I'm gonna do you next. Emily's time is flying, girl. It's already Monday again. I feel like I'll be on here all the time. Let's see. Do Bobby want a relationship? He'll be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a lot of earth energy here. I'm seeing that there is going to be an abrupt ending, and then after some time, there's going to be a reconciliation between you and this person. The person is going to be, if they're thinking about you long and hard. Let me see. I'm gonna be honest with you, Shani. If you decide to keep moving forward with this person, there's gonna be a lot of confusion. Someone is also very indecisive about what it is that they want. Like, this is someone that's not really focused on relationships. They're really focused on their money. Like, this is someone that's trying to build wealth. They're trying to build stability. And this is also someone that does want to be a provider. Because all these damn pentacles here, like, this is someone that's not worried about being in a relationship. They're worried about their money. They're worried about money. That's what they're worried about. They're not worried about girlfriend, nothing. Like, they're really worried about their finances. Like, they're putting their relationships on the back burner. The money is the focus for them right now. And I also feel like someone can't juggle the both of them. Like, they can't juggle, you know, a connection and being in a relationship and also getting money. Like, someone has to do either or first and then move on to the next one. So this isn't someone that is really focused on their finances, and then they'll get into finding a mate or finding a partner. Girl, he worried about his money. Let that man worry about his money so he can spoil you. I'm just saying. Gotta be smart. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me. But listen to me. But listen to me. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Letty, will you get a card? And then I'm gonna do Kay, and then I'll do Ebony's. Let me get a card. You're welcome, Shani. Okay. Kay, where you at, girl? Letty, you're gonna have a lot of struggle getting your car, and I'm just being honest with you. They're gonna give you a lot of pushback, and I also feel like there's gonna be a lot of like blockages to get your car, but you will get it, and you're gonna have help. There's gonna be some sort of assistance that's gonna be coming in to help you. Now, this could be like money people are gonna give you, or they're gonna donate to you, but I'm seeing the money come in for you to get your car. It's coming. It's definitely happening. It's definitely happening. It's a yes. It definitely is a yes, because you got the 9 of Cups here, girl. 9 of Cups is the best card to have, and 10 of Cups, that's the best card to have. That's a yes. You know what I mean? Will life get better? Wait, will they get a better job, and will they be financially okay? Let's see. It's a lot of cards. Okay, your energy is coming off very, very blocked. There also seems to be a little bit of just like wanting to leave or walk away, but at the same time, you can't. So you might feel very stuck financially, okay? I also feel like, girl, how many questions you asking me? Ooh, my arms look skinny. Girl, I've been in the gym. My arms look skinny. Ooh, I'm just kidding. Okay. Y'all see me? My arms getting a little. Anyways, I feel like where you are now, okay? I get easily distracted, sorry. I feel like you feel very stuck, but I feel like you're going to, persevere through what you're going through. I do feel like you're going to be financially okay. Now, this is what I'm seeing for you financially. I see you having enough. I'm seeing you have enough to pay your bills. I'm seeing you have enough to live comfortable. I do see that. Now, you know how people say, oh, I just want to have enough. I don't want to have more than enough. I'm seeing enough. enough to keep you stable, enough to keep you to have a sense of security. So I am seeing enough for you. You got 9 of Cups, girl. You got 9 of Cups. And I feel like sometimes you're very indecisive whether or not you should stay or leave, but you will decide. I'm seeing something about you feeling stuck sometimes, but you're going to come to your senses and realize that I need to stay where there's a sense of security and where there's a sense of stability. And I feel like you're going to decide to kind of suck it up and just continue to move forward. You're going to go to Arizona, girl. Hey, Evian. Let me do Emily's. Okay, hold on. Let me do somebody. Let me do Emily's because I saw Emily send me her. Dang, I forgot to do Jada's reading. I'm gonna do that when I get off. Let's see Emily's. Ah, my light went out. Oh well, y'all, we're gonna be sitting in the dark. She's on YouTube. I'm gonna do her. She's on YouTube. Let me see Emily's. Emily's, you coming off real fiery, sis. You coming off real fiery. You could be very like motivated right now. There just seems to be a little bit of like you having a lot of energy to go after whatever it is that you feel like you desire. I feel like you're coming off very motivated to make changes in your life, whether that be your diet, whether that be the foods that you're putting or consuming. I feel like you're very motivated about living your healthier lifestyle. You could be cutting a lot of things out of your diet, whether that be sugar, meat, dairy, whatever it is. But I feel like you're very motivated. I'm getting a lot of motivated energy from you. Let me see. Now there also seems to be a fire sign around you, Aries, Leo, Sag, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm seeing a lot of fire and I'm seeing a lot of air. This is someone who could be at a distance. This is someone that could literally be miles away from you because I'm seeing miles, but I'm also seeing this is someone that could be coming off very reserved and they may be possibly emotionally trying to come off very reserved. They're very guarded. It's a very guarded energy. I do feel like someone is going to apologize or there's going to be some sort of forgiveness I also feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity between the both of you. Someone is going to finally get something off of their chest. Someone definitely is going to tell you how they feel, and they're going to be very, very direct with how they feel. They're not going to sugarcoat things with you. And I do also feel that I feel like this is also someone who has a very fiery energy too. Like this is like a spitfire. This is a very impulsive energy. This is someone who doesn't really hold back. And I feel like once someone makes their decision, they go after it. Like there's no holding them back. They just keep going after and after and after it. So again, there's a motivated energy within you, but I also feel like there's a motivated energy around you as well that could be coming in. They do want to talk. And I do feel like there's going to be clarity in the situation between the both of you. And this is a situation or a conversation that has been a long time coming. That's what I'm getting. Do I do yes or no? Yes, I do. I do. Yeah, nah, we sitting in the dark. Oh my God. Jesus. All right. Just need to take a breath. I think the Palo Santo too, but I just need to take a breath. Yeah. Just need to take a breath. Kay, what was your question? I don't remember Kay's question. What was your question? Will I find an apartment this year? Alexis. Hey, boo. Okay, you could be coming out very secretive. It may not be secretive. Secretive might not be the word. You may be coming off very private, meaning that you're not wanting people in your business, and people might be seeing you or deeming you as very secretive or sneaky. But I feel like you're being very private with your moves. I feel like you're randomly going to decide to move, or you're going to randomly decide to pick up and leave. So there just seems to be some sort of just like random occurrence with your moving situation. I do feel like you are going to move this, like find an apartment. Oh. Yes. Yes, you will find an apartment this year. But you're just randomly leaving or randomly going. Like, you're not telling anybody, or girl, you might move and not tell nobody where you live. But it's one of those situations where you're just being very private with your next moves. You live somewhere else. I'm just seeing you randomly pick up and leave. But you're not, like, you're being very secretive about it. Like, you don't want to tell people where you're moving or where you're going. You know what I mean? You just like pick up and just leave. And they'd be like, oh, like, girl, where you at? Like, you're being very vague about where you're leaving or where you're moving to. Like, you're being very secretive about it. I'm not mad at you because my family too much. I felt that. I felt that, you know. But I just feel like you're being very secretive, and then you don't want people to know where you just don't. And people are thinking that you're being sneaky, but you're not being sneaky. You're just being private, you know. I'm Jamaican, so if you know, you know. Yeah, I'm Caribbean too, so I get it. They can be very overbearing and judgmental. I get it. I get it. I definitely get it. Hey, Deja. Hey. Priyanka. I love that name. Y'all got some cute names. Y'all got some cute names. Y'all really do. Is my moderator in here? Is Letty in here? Stephanie's in here? I'm only doing gift goal questions, so you have to send in the gift goal in order to get your question answered. Hey, Michelle. Very accurate around the motivation in my new diet. Very interested to know who about to apologize. Congratulations on your new lifestyle, Emily's. Because, like, you know, starting to cut things out of your diet, whether that's sugar, meat, dairy, it's very hard because they put things in our food that makes us very, like, they put things in our food to make us crave certain, you know, especially processed food. That's their desire is to make sure that we get hooked on it, you know. So I feel like it's really hard to change those bad habits. So congratulations to you. Evian, I got you, boo. I keep forgetting to send Jada her reading. She's gonna be so mad at me. She's gonna be so mad at me, but it's not my fault. Like, she didn't follow the rules. She didn't follow the rules when she sent me her donation for her reading. Thank you, Lex. I appreciate it. Thank you. Cara, can you ask a question? What's your question, sis? What's your question? Thank you, Living with Kay. Thank you. I appreciate the gifts. I appreciate them. I thought you were talking about something else, Kara. Girl, you have to send in the gift goal for a question. I only do like paid readings on Mondays. I do free readings tomorrow if you want to come back tomorrow. Thank you, Lex. I appreciate it. I come on here like 4 to 5 times out of the week, and I do free questions. So if you want to come tomorrow, come back tomorrow. People just be like going in on me when I be doing free readings, so that's why I only limit them to an hour, because people are so rude. Like, oh, they just take advantage of my energy. You know what I mean? Sometimes they could be very ungrateful. But I still do free readings. I'm still going to give out free readings. Regardless, demanding, very demanding. And then if I don't answer their question, they DM me highly upset. And I'm just like, I gave you a free read. I'm giving free readings. Like, people on this app, like, if you don't send them no money, they're not answering your questions. Like, they don't, and I'm giving you a free reading. I'm being nice. I'm being nice, But they just mean to me. It's like, what did I do to you? I do nothing. I come in every day just because your energy is awesome. Thank you, Living with Kay. Thank you, boo. Thank you. I appreciate it. Avion sis, what's your question? What's your question? I appreciate you, Lex. Like, I get on here and have fun. I really do. My voice is calming. Thank you. And I'm always right. Not me always being right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's weird because I stopped doing readings on myself because I just want to live in the moment and I don't want to look so far into my future. So I just stopped. I was like, every day I'm just gonna like live and not worry about what's gonna happen to me within the next 3 months, 6 months to a year. Like, I just really want to like live life. And that's why I don't agree with people getting readings so often, because one, you have to let these things manifest, and two, like, you have to like live your life. You have to go through lessons and you have to go to trials and tribulations, because if you don't go through those things, like, you're not going to learn as a person. You're not going to grow. So I just stopped, I'm back. It's just a mini reading. But what do you want to know, Evian? What do you want to know? I think it's very healthy not to get readings, a lot of readings. Like, you should get your readings like maybe 3 to 6, every 3 or 6 months. 3 is pushing it, but I don't do readings like that on myself. I used to pull cards for me all the time, and I just stopped because, one, my spirit guides, they wouldn't let me see. Like, I would just see, like, how like when you try to flip through the TV and that static screen comes up. When you were kids, you were going through pay-per-view, or you were going through TV and you were like static. I get that so much when I try to do readings for me. It's just like my mind just goes like shh, like I can't see anything. And it's just like, they're like, nope, you can't see anything. We're not showing you anything. We're not telling you anything. Like, it literally, I see static everywhere in my mind. Like, I try to tap in, I just see static, and I just like, I'm done. I'm not going to try to do more readings on myself. Clearly, Spirit doesn't want me to see what's going on. Clearly, they don't want me to see my future and see what's going to happen. So I just stopped. Like, I was just like, no more readings. I'm not doing any more readings for me. Like, I haven't gotten a reading in so long. I just want to live in the moment. Like, I just want to like live life and just like make mistakes, You're absolutely beautiful. Oh, thank you, Reagan. I just want to make mistakes. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid to make mistakes in life. And I want to make mistakes so I can learn from them. You know what I mean? I want to learn from them. I don't want to keep getting readings and like tiptoe around my life. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to walk on eggshells in my relationships. I don't want to walk on eggshells with my family. I don't want to walk on eggshells with my friends. I don't want to walk on eggshells in my spirituality. Like, I just want to like make my, if I land on, you know how you play, what is that game we used to play as a kid? It's like a mind game. Like, you will like step on one thing, and if the bomb blows up, like, you know, like walking on mine. Like, I was just like, you know, if that happens, that happens. If I step, you know what I mean, and I blow up, then I'll just learn from it and then just keep it pushing and start the game over, or just reset. So yes, girl, you know, so it's just like, I want to make mistakes. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid to make mistakes in life, but I feel like mistakes in life are so imperative, because if you don't grow and you don't make mistakes, like, you don't learn. You don't learn, you don't grow, you don't evolve as a person. And I feel like making mistakes is so important. Answer your question, Lex? Thank you, Tracy. I gotta do Sabrina's question too. Oh, let me shut up. Will there be light at the end of the tunnel? I just feel stuck or something. Let's see. Let's see. Avion, you're stressed out, girl. There's a lot of stress and anxieties, especially at night. That's where you do all of the heavy thinking, is at night. Like right before you're about to go to bed. That's where all like the anxiety. And I tell people, and somebody told me this, a very wise reader told me this. She told me that anxiety, paranoia, anxiety, like, and stress, those are all spirits. Those are all spirits, right? And you have to tell those spirits to leave or to exit your life. You can't have these particular spirits come into your life to place doubt in you. Like, you literally have to turn off the negativity, the anxiety, the stress. You literally have to like shut that out. And I feel like with you, Evian, I feel like they come to you at night. Like at night, that's where you get all of the paranoia, the anxiety, the stress, the uncertainties at night. And you're having to kind of tell them that they need to go away. Like, go away. Like, leave me be. Because what it does is that it's clouding your judgment. And I feel like when your judgment is clouded, you can't really see anything. It's like being in a forest and seeing nothing but trees, and you can't even see like at the end of the forest. It's just, you're just clouded by trees. And I feel like in order for you to kind of like really, you know, get all of those thoughts out of your mind that are clouding you, you really have to go within. And I feel like sometimes the things that are creeping in your mind are things that are not even real. These are things that you are inflicting. It's very self-inflicted. These thoughts are very self-inflicting. Okay, so the universe owes me. What can I do to get that you're making up in your mind? These are things that you're making up in your mind. They're not even real. Like, paranoia isn't real. It's not something that you can touch. It's not something that you can feel. Well, you feel it, but it's not something that it's not tangible. Paranoia, anxiety, and stress are not tangible things. Those are just things that are felt. You know what I mean? So I feel like with you, I low-key feel like I asked so many already, but this next chapter, I'm curious. I got you, Sabrina. You know, so that's why I say like paranoia and anxiety are not real, because they're not tangible things. These are things that we inflict. They're self-inflicted energy, self-inflicted feelings that we place on ourselves because we feel out of control. So I feel like you really have to kind of just like submit to where you are in your life right now, because you're trying to control everything around you. And you know how they always say, oh, tell, you know, God your plans and he'll laugh. I feel, or is it Jesus? No, it's definitely God. Tell God your plans and he'll laugh. I feel like you just need to submit to where you are in your process, because don't y'all laugh at me. You need to submit in the process that you're currently in, because you're so busy trying to look at the finish line, and then when you look at when you see the finish line, you continue to move the goalposts, and it's just like that's not unfair. That's unfair to yourself. You know what I mean? That's very unfair to yourself. It's like once you see the finish line, oh my God, I'm almost there, then you decide to move the goalposts. Like, you can't do that to yourself. So I feel like you really need to kind of like be very patient with yourself. Like, literally submit to where you are. I don't like to say surrender, but y'all know what I mean. I actually have it tattooed on me, but it says surrender to flow. And I can't see it. I did that purposely. But when I like do my hair in the mirror, I see it. And it says surrender to flow. It's kind of like always reminds me that you can't control things that are happening in your life. You just have to really surrender to what you're currently going through. Like, literally surrender right there and there, like what you're going through. So that's why I have it tattooed on me. But yeah, literally, like, you have to like submit to where you are in your life. Yeah, surrender to flow. I have a tattoo on me. But yeah, girl, just literally, you're going to, the tunnel that you think that you're in, it's something that you've created in your mind. You're not in that. I feel like you really she's like, when is the light in the tunnel? It's there already, but you've created the tunnel. You know, you that's self-inflicted. It's definitely self-inflicted. It's definitely self-inflicted, sis. But I feel like better days are going to come, but you literally have to go through this storm so that you can appreciate when you're out of that space. And I feel like that's why we go through so much lessons in life, because it's just like when we get out of those lessons and we master them, we then appreciate life so much more when we're out of that lesson. We're out of that space of having to master or learn life. And you appreciate life so much more when you're out of that space. So you'll be fine, Evian. I promise you will be. It's not the universe. It's you. It's you. You're very hard on yourself too. Like, so be careful with that. Who's next? Shit. Is it Sabrina? Yeah, Sabrina, what's your question? After Sabrina, I'm gonna do Sarah. Sabrina, what's your question? What was your question? You're welcome, Evian. Evian, it's almost there. I feel like there's a lesson that you're having to really learn, and this is why you could be currently in that space, but I don't see you being in a space for long. Should you leave your job because I'm stressed? Let's see. Let's see. You're gonna put your focus on your business. And Sabrina, don't leave your job. It's not time. It's not time yet. It's definitely not time yet. No. You'll regret it. I'm being honest with you, you'll regret it. Let me do Sarah, then I'll do Angeline. What was the question? Thank you, Tracy. Oh, Tracy, you have to do yours too. Let me do Sarah, Tracy, Angeline. That's the order. Let me do Sarah. No, you're fine, Sabrina. You're fine. Sarah, this is someone that's really focused on their finances right now. They also could be either getting some sort of a pay raise, or they could be possibly trying to kind of really focus on how to make stability or increase their finances, because I am seeing that there is going to be either a raise or a promotion, or there just seems to be more money coming in for this person. I do also feel like there may have been some sort of a conflict between you and this person out of nowhere, that you guys may have like not have been seeing eye to eye, or there may have been some sort of a falling out. I don't feel like this is something that is to worry about, because I do feel like there is going to still be you guys working things out. But for you, Sarah, I think you should try to keep yourself busy. And I mean this in the nicest way. The only reason I say you should try to keep yourself busy is because this is someone that is really focused on their finances right now. Like, yes, they care for you, they like you, but right now their focus is really trying to really cultivate a sense of security in their lives. And this is also someone that wants to be a provider. Like, they want to take care of the person that they're with. They want to be a strong father figure. Like, this is someone that really wants to kind of provide. So I feel like you're having to let this person do that. Like, don't be very overbearing. Don't, it's gonna sound bad, but don't be needy, just because they don't text you, or like, because you know how when men don't text us, a million things run through our mind, like, and it's not that they're doing it on purpose. We have to learn that people have lives outside of a connection, and people have lives outside of being with someone or talking to someone. Like, they have to get their life in order too. It would be just selfish if I, hold someone hostage in a relationship, and they don't work on themselves. You know what I mean? So just let this person be the best version of themselves, so that they can be the best version of themselves to you. Oh my God, what was Tracy's question? Oh my God, Tracy, what was your question? And so I know your question. I'm gonna do Angeline. Hold on, Tracy. Did I make the right decision with acting? Oh, I see yours, Tracy. Let's see. Angeline, this was a decision that you made out of the blue. You may have been pondering or thinking about it a lot, and then you just kind of just like went out on a limb and decided to do this. So there just seems to be a little bit of like you having to take guts in what you're currently doing, which is acting, I believe. So something was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. Just shot out of the blue, like I'm just gonna just go for it. So something is just like sporadic, or just like, it's not, because I don't want to say use the word random, because it's not random. Sticking at in my career. Okay. It's okay. Let's see. Angeline, you did make the right decision. It's gonna take a lot of work, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But you did right. You make the right decision. Yes. I'm seeing you being very creative. You might also decide to, I don't know if you write, because I'm seeing you writing a lot. It could be scripts. It could be whatever it is. I'm seeing you do a lot of writing, and being very creative and working with your hands. So the answer to your question is yes. You did make the right decision. Got back from New York. Congratulations, Angelina. It takes a lot of guts to do what you do. I feel like this is something that you were just like, you know what, I'm just gonna put all of my energy into it, and whatever happens, happens. You have a very optimistic way of looking at it. You gave up your master's. I knew you did like a major. Congratulations, Angelina. Or Angeline, sorry. That's very brave of you. It's very brave of you. Absolutely. Congratulations. Tracy, where were you? In order for you to get a reading, you have to send in the gift goal, which is up here. So the universe owes me. Hey, Sandy. What can I do to get the funds I need this week? What can you do? What do you mean, what can you do? Oh, thank you, Miss Williams. What's your question? What do you mean, what can you do? Like, go to work. That's all I can tell you. What do you mean, what can you do to get the money? We have to be very realistic with our questions. Sandy, I hope you're doing amazing. Oh, well, you're doing amazing. You're thriving. But what are you asking me though? Like, what can you do? You're asking me what can you do to get $7,000 this week? You need to be on your clients' asses. And well, sorry, I was just talking to myself. Sorry. I like that's a Raven moment. You know how she was like a little thing with her eye and she goes into the future. But what do you mean? I'm getting restless. What do you mean? What? I don't know what you want me to tell you, Tracy. Like, what do you mean by that question? Like, revise and then I'll come back. Oh shoot! I almost pressed a button by mistake. What's his name is Demond? Demond? What is Demond's current energy towards me? This is someone who may be possibly at a distant. Demond, yes, girl. I remember you told me his name was Demond. Like, I was just like, I remember. This is someone who is at a distance that could be thinking about you very heavily. I also feel like this is someone that's very apprehensive at coming forward. This is also someone who's very emotional. They may not act like they are, but they're incredibly emotional. They wear a poker face or they wear a mask to pretend that they're not emotional, but they're a very emotional person. And I say that to tell you to be careful how you express yourself, because you can sometimes coming off as hurting their feelings, or being very dismissive of their feelings. So just be careful with that. I do also feel like with this particular person, they are straddling the fence. So they come forward and they stop. It's a very stop and go energy with this person. And I feel like someone just keeps overthinking things instead of just acting on certain things. So something just seems very stagnant. And the only reason why it's stagnant is because someone is overthinking in their head about making some sort of decision to come forward and to tell you how they feel. See, this is someone that's juggling whether or not they want to come forward. They will. And then there's a reconciliation that's going to be coming up for you. They will. This just unfortunately taking a lot of time. They're taking a lot of time. His mom abandoned him. That's really sad. Tracy, where you at, girl? Revise your question. Revise your question. Please. I don't want to leave you hanging, sis. Revise your question. Oh my goodness. He has horrible abandonment issues. And that could be possibly why this person has to come forward, because they possibly feel that if they do decide to tell you how they feel, you'll abandon them. Once you understand people's chaos, you learn how to deal with them. You learn how to deal with them. You definitely do. I have to do Jada's. I keep forgetting I have to do Jada's reading. She gonna be so mad at me. Oh my goodness. Is there any more questions before I get off? I have to do Jada's reading. Yes, you're right. You're welcome, Miss Williams. Let's see. Tracy, I am seeing that there is going to be, it doesn't necessarily have to be conflict, but there is definitely going to be, I'm getting like shady. So your client, again, it could be your clients that are being very shady, or there just seems to be a little bit of conflict between you and your clients. You're having to be incredibly stern, because I do feel like that maybe people may be possibly taking advantage of you, or maybe taking advantage of your kindness. You could be very emotionally attached to your work, and that's fine. You could be emotionally attached to your work because maybe it's something that you're very passionate about. Maybe it's something that you feel like, inspires other people, or, it helps other people. It could be a service that is life-changing to other people, but I feel like at the end of the day, you have to also realize that it's business. So yes, you're wanting to help these people. Yes, you're wanting to provide a quality service to these people. But you also need to realize that at the end of the day, it's business. So again, I feel like there could be people that could be taking advantage of you, taking advantage of your kindness, taking advantage, of, how sweet you are. And I feel like you're having to really put your foot down with people. Again, it could be your clients, having to really put down your foot with these people, because there's a tendency of people just being laissez-faire and just doing whatever they feel like. There are and I feel like I've told you this before, like there just needs to be something in place, or there just needs to be some sort of either some sort of a limitation, or there just needs to be some sort of a quota that you need to have for your business, because I do feel like it needs to be a little bit more structured. Because I feel like if your business was a little bit more structured, you wouldn't keep running into these potential issues that you're having. You also need to create a boundary with your clients. There definitely is, and I understand, because I feel like times are really hard right now, especially because we're going through a lot of inflation and a recession, all that. And I feel like more than ever, people are taking advantage of other people, because times are hard. So I feel like you're having to kind of implement boundaries with your clients. And again, I don't see the money that you're needing at the end of the week. I see some money coming in, but it's not the total that you gave me, which is $7,000. It's not $7,000, but I do see money coming in this week. I do see money coming in. Okay, at least half. Let me see if I'll get half, girl. Ah, ow. Oh man, I got glass in my hand. It's not going to be half, Tracy. I'm being honest with you. You might get around half, but it won't be half. I have no idea, Tracy. I have glass. I got glass. Oh, that's where the glass came from. I have glass. I broke a candle the other day and it fell on my desk, so that's why the glass, where the glass came from. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the donations that were sent in today. Yes, girl, I'm about to go do that right now. If you do want to shop with me, please make sure that you check out my TikTok shop. I do have a lot of things on there to get you spiritually aligned. Also, if you do want to book with me, the link is in my bio. Please check my availability. I should have availability this week. I'm not sure, but please make sure you check my availability for this week if you do want to book a reading with me. You guys, be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, and I will see you guys tomorrow.